Have you ever wanted to buy a house, a car, or maybe even both? That's really easy. Just sell a few of these CSGO skins and you got it. My name is Brayden and welcome to Valve Guides. This video is brought to you by CSGOEmpire.com, the safest and most reliable skin gambling website. Use the code GUIDES to get hooked up with a free 50 cents to do your first bet with. CSGO has its fair share of exclusive items. Whether they're knives or gun skins, there are some things that only the richest can afford. It's still amusing to marvel at the purchases of the slightly more fortunate. Just so you guys know, not all of these skins are 100% accurately represented in this video. I did the best I could in recreating them, but not all of them are totally accurate, so I do apologize. With that being said, right before we jump into the video, guys, we are recruiting new team members and we're specifically looking for personalities, researchers, and production talent. Stay tuned until the end to find out more about that. The Souvenir Glock 18 Candy Apple. Despite being renowned as one of the cheapest lowest tier Glocks on the market, this example really breaks the stereotype. This skin sold for over $3,000. A YouTuber and self-proclaimed professional trader accounted for this hefty price tag to it being a one-of-a-kind skin. The combination of its unique iBuy power and Fnatic Katowice 14 stickers and their placement makes it remarkably rare. Stattrak 5.7 Blue Gem. This skin is certainly a fan favorite with traders and collectors. Not only are the rarest patterns easily purchasable, but they're also relatively cheap. The skin in question sold for over $7,000 in late 2016. The reason? Not only is it the #1 pattern Stattrak Factory New 5.7 Blue Gem, but it also rocks a Titan Katowice 2014 Hollow on the handle, a $5,000 sticker. The Souvenir M4A1S Masterpiece. The Masterpiece is the staple skin of the sought-after Overpass collection, and although the non-souvenir version appeared in our video on fastest depreciating skins, it's not been the same story for its souvenir brother. Before the small spike in the new Masterpieces in recent majors, the most expensive sale came from mid-2016. It came with a hefty $7,000 sale price with the iconic rifler's Get Right golden signature on the barrel of the gun. This weapon had the lowest float of any other M4A1S Masterpiece at the time of sale. Pandora's Box Sports Gloves. After gloves made their unexpected debut in CS nearly a year ago now, the Pandora Box Sport Gloves have been a favorite for noobs and collectors alike. Even though a simple field-tested pair would easily pass as factory new to the naked eye, some are willing to go the extra mile just for bragging rights. $8,000 to be exact. Currently, there are only 4 pairs known to exist, and each were getting snapped up by Chinese traders, most of whom are not willing to let them go. Stattrak AK-47 Fire Serpent. Even the concept of this skin sounds absurd to most players. However, one extremely rich Chinese collector thought it would be a great idea to fork out $10,000 of iBuy power Katowice 14 hollow stickers and apply them onto the #1 Stattrak AK-47 Fire Serpent. Despite it not being the most expensive AK ever sold, its value doesn't go amiss. Selling for a hefty $11,000 several months ago, this is certainly a collector's piece that you should keep an eye out for, as the price is set to explode in the future with the rarity of all the components steadily rising. Stattrak AK-47 Case Hardened. For a skin that's not even factory new, it's surprising to most why it would sell for an ungodly $35,000. The professional Blue Gem collector Newbridge accounts its cost to the case hardened pattern displayed on the top of the gun, as well as the 4 Titan Katowice 14 hollow stickers. As this gun is only minimal wear, that could mean that the factory new version, if it was ever unboxed and crafted in the same manner, some have speculated that it could cost over $50,000. That's crazy. Souvenir Op Dragonlore. Undoubtedly the most iconic skin in CSGO, the combination of the audacious dragon and the golden stickers are incredibly effective. United with its scarcity, it's a commodity for any serious collector. This example is one of the oldest sales on the list. However, the #1 Dragonlore had Opper Fallen's signature on the butt and sold for $37,000. Unfortunately, the skin is no longer the #1 of its kind, and its price has dropped substantially, but that's how the market goes, I guess. Stattrak Karambit Crimson Web. The Karambit is the skin that started it all. For years, it was acclaimed as the most expensive skin ever. The Crimson Web pattern, with the addition to the Arms Deal update, is one of the first knife skins. The pinnacle of the Crimson Web skins is the #1 FV Stattrak Karambit Crimson Web, which sold for over $30,000 prior to the duplication scandal. Not only was this example the lowest float skin of its kind, but it also displayed several large webs on the play side. Despite this being $7,000 cheaper than the previous entry, an offer for $50,000 for the skin was rejected, and the current Chinese collector who owns the skin is planning to hold on to it for the foreseeable future. Stattrak M4A4 Howell. The most recent entry on our list, this example of the Howell sold for $75,000. It's staggering. In recent weeks, to an infamous Katowice 14 sticker collector. The skin in question is the bedding of the 4 Titan Katowice 14 hollows, similar to the AK case hardened. It's kind of crazy to think that with this gun and how much it's worth in a video game, you could own a 3-bedroom semi-detached house in the center of England. The Karambit case hardened. This extremely eccentric and arguably overpriced Karambit belongs to none other than the Blue Gym Master himself. The Karambit in question sold for $130,000 in skins back in February this year and has already received offers in excess of $250,000, nearly double what he paid. Despite all of these insane offers, the owner promised that he will never sell the skin and proudly states that it's the fruit of all of his hard labor spent trading over the past years. It must feel great knowing that you're able to live out the majority of your life not having to work a full-time job just from such a young age, simply because you own a Karambit case hardened. I hope you enjoy our content, or maybe you're thinking it could be better. Now is your chance to take action on that statement. We're hiring. And if you think you can bring something to the table and you want to be paid for it, check out our application in the description right now. We're looking for researchers, writers, editors, voice talent, and even programmers. So if any of those things sound like something you might be interested in, go check it out with the link in the description below. Again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Stay amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.